guys, welcome back to Minute Watch, and we got another friggin' Seiko. My goodness, there's just Seikos all over the place up in this mofo. Yeah, well, that's because they're really affordable, and someone actually told me that they'd love to see a review on this particular watch, so that's what I'm doing. There's actually some cool stuff coming. None of them are Seikos, none of them are Orients. One is a Citizen, but the other two are going to be pretty cool, and I look forward to that. Also, in the very near future, I'm going to do something pretty crazy and something that I think no other watch reviewer has done, and it's going to be, well, it's going to be a bit of an adventure. So look forward to that. I'll release those videos in the coming months. But this is the Seiko Recraft SNKN39. So here you are, bro. Whoever, I don't remember your username, but here is the review. And I've been wearing it for about a week, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it in a little bit. But this is part of the Seiko's Recraft line. I did a review on its sister model, which is the bluey one with the shimmery blue one. I think it was the SNKN37. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've done one of these before, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna buy one, and if I don't like it, I'll sell it. And I've already found 2 buyers. So definitely easy to resell if you don't like it. This is a nice watch, especially for those with bigger wrists. This watch uses the typical Seiko 5 movement, the 7S26C movement. I think it's the 26C. Yeah, the 7S26C movement. So it's very robust, very dependable. It beats at 21,600 beats per hour. Incorporates 21 joules to lubricate the movement, so to speak. Has a 40+ hour power reserve, and has an accuracy variation of -20 to +40 seconds per day, which is basically just the up and down variances that the movement will encounter during the day. It is non-windable, so you can't wind the movement. You need to go shaky, movie. You cannot pull out the crown and stop the second hand from moving, like so much. There you go. The crown's all the way out. The second hand's still moving, so it's non-hackable. The crystal is a Hardlex crystal, and on the back, also a Hardlex crystal. Let me wipe it. There you go. So the movement is, like I've said before, not the most beautiful movement, but it's also not the ugliest. I've seen some terrible movements from some higher watches who don't really pay attention to the look, but more so the quality of the movement itself. Seiko just kind of gives this movement just a little bit of love, not too much. It's not very great, but for a super affordable watch, you know, who cares? This watch is water resistant to 50 meters, so just a little bit of a splashy. Not gonna go swimming with this watch. I would highly advise against you going swimming with this watch. Let's get to the measurements. Anything else to talk about? Let's talk about stuff later. Let's get to the measurements. The case, I got 44.2 millimeters. Lug to lug, exactly 50 millimeters. Lugs, 24 millimeters exactly, and 11.6 millimeters thick. So it's actually pretty thin. It's actually a pretty thin watch for its size. It's proportionately thin. And let's put it on my wrist. So my wrist is like Back to the Future when Marty McFly is just disappearing. That's how my wrist is. It doesn't really seem to exist. It's just kind of somewhat there. There you go. As you can see, bugger is huge. This is a huge watch. It's big. It's Murph. This is a big watch on my pathetic little Asianish wrist. I'm not the only one with tiny wrist though. Just because I'm Asian doesn't mean there are some other people that have tiny wrists. Now this is a very good watch for those who have big ass wrists, like my buddy Levi. His wrists are legit bigger than my calves or my ankles. His wrists are bigger than my friggin' ankles, guys. I mean, seriously, how do you think that makes me feel as a man? But he's way bigger than me, and I'm a little Asian guy, so who cares? But I can wear big watches like these, and I can wear small watches, and he can't wear small watches. Sorry, Levi. But But yeah, this is not gonna look too well if you have a wrist under 7 inches around. I say 7 inches and up is the starting point for where this watch will look good. But that doesn't mean that you can't. If you got a tiny little wrist and if you can fit all the way up to this last thing, then by all means rock it if you want to. You know, who cares what anybody thinks? Certainly not me. I mean, look at these stupid videos I make. I mean, people, come on, seriously? But I happen to really like this watch. I like that dial. I can clearly see that the center dial is just basically how big the movement is, which is why that second hand only goes to that primary dial. But that's all right, you know, they wanted to make a style statement and they've done a very good job of it. I wish the date window was not white like that. I wish it was black background. I wish that's what they did, but they didn't do that, so it kind of puts an off feeling in the middle. Not that big of a deal to me though, it's just a minor thing. The case is kind of a black PVD, but it looks more of a gunmetal, and I like that. But that tells me that it's probably going to wear away quickly. You know, it's not a fully black PVD, it's kind of just like a light coat. If you're careful with this watch, it'll be okay. I love the fact that the lugs don't stick out too far from the case, so it just gives it a slightly smaller feel than it really is, but it's still a huge watch. The strap, I actually really like the strap. It's very taut, very well done. It's got a leather bottom, so that's really good. It's a good strap. It's a very good strap. This is a long 24. But it still fits my 6.75 inch wrists, so if you have smaller wrists like mine, this might still fit. There is no loom on the dial, which is weird because if you look at the hands right there, it looks like there is loom, but here I'll show you. Oh, nope, I'll show you. There is absolutely no loom. See? Nothing. There's no loom. That's just how it is. I don't know why they did that. It would have cost them about 8 cents to put some loom on here. But whatever. You're not going to buy this watch for loom anyway. You're going to buy this watch because you like this Recraft series. You like the cushion case style. You like this big strap. And, you know, when you buy this orange, you glad you did, you know. Oh, man. Please don't give me a thumbs down for that terrible joke, but jeez. So yeah, again, I got this for 113 bucks off of Amazon.com. This thing is dropping in price. I don't know if they even are even making this model anymore. I have not seen it on Seiko's website, the USA website anyway. But I think for those of you with bigger wrists, definitely get this watch if you're looking at it. It's gonna be really nice on you. Not so much on my wrist, but on yours, it'll be pretty killer. And the price is right. Yeah, that's my review. Thanks for watching.